Welcome, fans of the Westside Pirates, as we get ready for more Pirate football action here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com. I am Cody Olsen, joined here today with my wonderful wife, Melissa Olsen. We will be covering the Pirates and the Bears going head-to-head on the gridiron for a conference matchup today. Really fun matchup. We'll talk more about what this could mean for either side, either team. Conference game. This is going to play implications into the district playoffs, obviously, and going forward. As we get farther and farther into our pregame show, we'd like to thank our sponsors, all of those that have helped us bring you this broadcast here today. We are in beautiful Montpelier, Idaho. The sun is starting to go down, maybe just a little bit longer. Located here to our west, we are here in Montpelier covering the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. You're listening to a presentation of Westside Pirate Football on 105.5 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. We'll come back to you after a quick moment of thanking our sponsors here right after this.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
We welcome you back here to the Westside Pirate pregame show. It is time to get ready for tonight's matchup between the Bear Lake Bears and the Westside Pirates. Special shout out to North Star's Ultimate Outdoors for sponsoring this segment here today. What does this game mean for either team? Well, I'll tell you. Melissa, I'll tell you. Today's matchup is a massive game for both of these conference rivals. A year storied as a season the Bears could usurp Westside in their quote-unquote rebuilding year has now come to the single biggest conference game to date up until this point. The Bears come into the game 3-1 with only a 2-point loss to North Fremont that if you ask a lot of Bears fans, they thought that they had that one in the bag. All they needed was that easy field goal at the very end, just didn't end up going the way that they wanted to. The Bears could easily be undefeated at this point as well. First conference game for both teams that will be one that really matters come district playoff seeding time. Coach Meserly and the Bear Lake Bears are going to pull out all the stops, but they also want to stay true to who they are. They don't want to get cute. They don't want to do anything crazy. They don't want to overthink this. They are who they are, and they think that they can beat the Pirates tonight, and I think they have a really good chance to do that. Coming into this game, the Pirates have beaten the Bears 14-1 all time. The Bears have only won one game. That was back in 2016, the last time the Bears beat the Pirates, coming off a 14-12 victory back in 2016. We're here in Montpelier, lots of fans. It is really fun. The Pirates coming out here getting their stretches, white tops, maroon bottoms, maroon helmets. Bears tonight are going to be in their blue tops and silver. It's going to be an exciting one, a conference matchup here tonight. We're going to go ahead, continue on with our pregame show today after we thank North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. After this, we'll come back and visit with Coach Moser for our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call my local radio and become a sports advertiser today. We welcome you back here to our pregame show today. Apologies, we're trying to figure out a little bit as to what the audio issue is. We'll continue to move forward and look out for that. Until then, we welcome you out here to Montpelier. It is now time to go ahead and meet with head coach Tyson Moser a little bit about what he thought about this conference matchup, what it means for the Bears, for the Pirates, just his raw thoughts coming into this one. Let's go ahead and talk with Coach Moser right now. Welcome back, West Side fans, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We are getting prepped and ready for what should be a really, really thrilling game against the Bear Lake Bears here, a conference matchup for the West Side Pirates. Things starting off. I'm joined here with head coach Tyson Moser. Coach Moser, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about that bye week to start off. You come off the bye week. So far, the team's sitting at 3-0 at this point. They've played some really talented teams. Where do you look to find the aspects that you want to work on? Considering we have 3 wins, do you have to really dig into the tape? Is it hard to find some stuff?
No, not at this point. We still have plenty of mistakes that we need to work on. We've played well, but we've also made lots of mistakes. Our blocking still needs to improve. Our tackling needs to improve. Our mental toughness needs to improve. So there's still plenty to work on.
With all those things that you kind of mentioned, with it being the bye week, were those the aspects that were focused on with that rest week going on?
Yeah, we going into a bye week, we always want to take some time off. We want to let kids rest. We usually plan on playing late into November, so we don't want the kids burned out on football. So we try to give them some time off, even though we could work them that whole week and get a lot done. We try and give them some time off and let them get away from football a little bit, work on some other things, do some other things, so we can hopefully keep them mentally fresh is what we want to do.
Coach, a question that I probably should have asked a little while ago, revolving around a key contributor to the Pirates, Owen Nilsson, I believe coming off a broken collarbone. Is he going to be taking more or less a leadership role from the sideline from the foreseeable future? What is his story?
Yeah, that's what he'll be doing for a while. He had to have surgery on it. They put a plate in there. We kind of think he might be. They told him 5 to 6 weeks, I think. So I think there's a possibility we could probably see him play about the time we play Malad for the last game of the year, and then hopefully have him healthy for the playoffs. So, that's just something we'll have to wait and see. But for right now, he's coming to practice. He's cheering kids on. He cheers and leads from the sideline during games. So, he's taking a little different role right now.
Coach, looking back at the Marsh Valley game, an offensive explosion in the second half helped achieve the win. But at one point, Marsh Valley was up 13-12 in the third. Did you see that temporary, lead being lost as a learning opportunity from your kids? What did you learn?
Yeah, we needed that. I think, it's sometimes a loss can teach you a lot of lessons. You can learn a lot from a loss. In fact, sometimes you can learn a lot more from a loss than you can a win. In my eyes, that was kind of a win-win, a best case scenario. We were able to be down. We were able to see the things that we needed to fix, and then we were able to rally back and fix those mistakes and overcome a terrible first half. And anyway, we were able to come back and get the win anyway. So I hope that our kids learned some valuable lessons from that, and yet we were still able to escape the loss.
My second question kind of leads into the reaction. It's not often that the West Side Pirates find themselves down at one point or another. Do you feel like the kids in the program reacted in the appropriate way from your perspective to come back and get things going?
Yeah, I think they're, a few minutes into the third quarter, I think they realized that things were spiraling out of control really quick, and that they were looking at a loss, and rather than letting that negative momentum continue to snowball on them, they found the toughness to dig their feet in the ground and push back and reverse that momentum. And not a lot of teams can do that. That's hard to do sometimes. So I was proud of them for doing it.
Coach, we get ready for the first conference game, a huge matchup for both programs right now. It's been since 2016 the Bears have beaten the Pirates, a massive game indeed. What message have you told your kids about the game that the Bears are going to play and what a win would mean for either school?
Well, I think it's a big game. Obviously, every district game's a district championship game. We don't have a tournament like basketball does, so it's a huge game. You can't lose one and expect to win district. So, we're just going to treat it like another game. It's obviously a big game, but it's not going to be any different than if we were playing Malad or Soda or Aberdeen or anybody else. A district game's a district game, and that's how we're gonna approach it. If they want to approach it different and put a bunch of hype on it, I guess they can. But to us, it's just going to be another football game.
Coach, you mentioned that, with the Pirates being where they're at, coming in 3 state championships, do you feel like everybody's going to give the best shot to the Pirates that they possibly can?
Oh yeah, it's the game that everybody wants to win. You can, if you beat us, it pretty much makes your season. That's just the way it is. It was the same way last year, and it might have even been the same way the year before that. When you're the defending champions and you're on a winning streak, you're going to get everybody's best, and that's why I say we can't treat it any different than any other game. Everybody wants to beat us. Everybody wants to be the team to get the first win and end the streak, and someday that'll happen. Maybe it'll be this week. I don't know, but we're not going to look at it that way. We're just going to get ready for a district championship game.
On to the next, right, Coach?
Yep.
Coach, we appreciate your time, and as always, we'll continue to meet with you throughout the entirety of the year. Lots of stuff that we can touch up on, but we're going to get ready for the Bears. Anything else from you as we get ready?
No, should be a good game, so I hope people tune in.
I agree 100%. Thank you so much, Coach Moser, for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was my interview with head coach Tyson Moser. He mentioned in that interview, this is a district championship game. We're going into this knowing that we don't have, basketball playoffs after this. We don't have a tournament. We don't have this bracket, anything like that. It is go time now, and it is conference time for the West Side Pirates. Watching and looking at the demeanor of the kids throughout the entire week and here on the football field, it is go time. It is go time. Conference time is the time where you put rubber to the road and find out who you are, obviously. We'll continue on in our broadcast. Before we do, a couple of things to note that you might already know as our listeners on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com. The West Side Pirates come into this game on a 35-game winning streak after coming across and taking the Eagles out in this 2022 campaign. None of the current West Side players were in high school the last time the Pirates didn't capture a district title in football. Back in 2016 is the time that you would have to look to find when the Bears beat the Pirates last. This is going to be a matchup that you will see. The Bears will come into this really wanting to play a balanced game. They can pass, they can run, they can do all sorts of different things with a lot of key players. The Pirates lost 15 seniors from last year and 7 3-year starters. A lot of people thought, this will be the Pirates' down year. This is finally the year that we're going to be able to figure it out. But Pirates come into this undefeated 3-0 against 3 really, really good programs up until this point, and they're about to take on a 4th in the Bear Lake Bears. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, and come back to you with the keys of the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, your friend in the insurance game in Preston. Right back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center.
We welcome you back here to our pregame show today. Time for our Naylor Insurance keys of the game. Naylor Insurance, the friend in the insurance game here in Preston, here to help you along your path. Step number one, or rather our first key to the game, establish your identity. It's going to be a game of who is going to play their football first. If you look at the Bears, they have a balanced rushing and passing attack, averaging about 200 yards a game throwing and about 137 on the ground. For the Pirates, they're a team that's going to ground and pound and get it out the entire time, well over 200 yards rushing a game, with a trio of running backs that are willing to take the load at any point. You can also keep an eye out for Eli Brown, who's able to put it up in the air, has a great arm, so says his running back in our outstanding student interview, Parker Moser, later on in this broadcast. The team that's going to play their type of football first in this game is going to come into halftime with a lead, and if they're able to keep it, they're going to be able to come away with a win. Take away the pass. If you're able to make Bear Lake one-dimensional, the Westside Pirates should be able to eat up a lot of clock, be able to make them play uncomfortable, out of their identity, rather. And number three, Bear Lake lives off of some big plays. They've shown that earlier in the year against some really good schools. Happened against North Fremont. Happens against a couple different teams that they have played up until this point. They've been putting up a lot of points, and they're going to be taking on a Westside defense that has been not giving up a lot of points up until this point. So, establish your identity. Make Bear Lake one-dimensional. Take away the pass. Make them run the ball. And limit those big plays. Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Back after this, we'll come back to our outstanding student interview, a Mr. Parker Moser. Fashionable guy. Loved interviewing him, leading rusher and a scorer on the team, and a current, I would say from my perspective, a valuable player, one of the many on the team up until this point. We'll come back and get to hear his interview right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans, to our outstanding student segment prior to the game against the Bear Lake Bears, conference time. And I'm interviewing maybe a name that you've heard maybe a few times on our broadcast, Parker Moser. Parker, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing peachy. It's football season. It's fall. It's great outside. Parker, so many things that we can cover right now. I mean, so many different directions. How does it feel, getting to speak for yourself as part of this outstanding student interview? Is this your first interview?
Yes, it is my first interview.
How do you feel?
Feels good. Be able to be heard by people,
Get your voice projected out there. Parker, I notice, you come in, it's not even game day, but you got the swag going on. When I'm interviewing you, LSU hat, Naruto t-shirt. Where do you get your inspiration from?
My friends, really. I try to be the leader of them, but sometimes I see one of them, I get jealous. Got to go take it over, Yep.
Understandable. I mean, a fashion line I can definitely see for you in the future if football, you don't take it all the way. Parker, let's talk a little bit about how this season has progressed so far up until this point. How have you felt the running back core, or rather the running back group, has really prepared? Do you feel like they've gone out there and done their best? Is there a room for improvement?
There's definitely. Last week we had a lot of turnovers. We had 2 fumbles. That's too much. That's the biggest thing we can improve on right now, but there's a lot of good things coming from us right now.
You mentioned turnovers, holding on to the football. I imagine that the coaching staff has talked a little bit about it. What was it like for this bye week? What did you guys focus on the most?
We put in a couple new things, a couple new formations, went over everything, made sure we all had it down because this is a big week against Bear Lake, so we had to run over things over and over and over, repetitive, till it's stuck in our heads for good.
I don't know if you happen to know this off the top of your head, but it is my job to know. 2016 was the last time the Bears have beat the Westside Pirates. Do you feel like they're going to come out and give you the best shot that they possibly can this time?
Oh yeah, they've been saying it all over news, anything. Their hall's decorated. They're going to be ready for us. It's going to be fun.
What do the Pirates need to do in order to stifle off the Bears and to come away with a win in Montpelier on Friday?
We got to come hitting hard. We're ready. So we've been getting ready. We just need the fundamentals. No turnovers like I was talking about. That can't happen because our coaches have been telling us all week, even 2 mistakes, and that could be the game.
What do you like about the offensive premise, or rather the formation that you guys are running? It's the wing tee. It's built off of no mistakes. You grind the clock out. Do you like it? And what do you like about it?
I like it because as a running back, we hit the ball a lot in wing tee, and we just get to power it over and over, and then every now and then there's a big play, and you just hope you're the one who gets the big play.
Parker, if you were to be able to play with any athlete right now, if you were to team up with somebody, I'm not even talking football exclusive, if you want to team up with Serena Williams, anything like that, if you were to play with one player who's playing today, who would that be with?
I'm a Cardinals fan, so the quarterback Kyler Murray, he's my boy. I love that guy.
You love Kyler. Would you, team up on the games as well that he's playing?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, video games and teaming up with Kyler Murray. Parker Moser. Parker, you've added a element of speed onto this team. It's easy to see, looking from the broadcast booth, you're screaming up and down. Are you doing other sports besides football?
I'm doing basketball probably. I don't know. I injured my shoulder earlier, and I don't know if I want to risk it for basketball because I love football. That's my main sport. But probably basketball and definitely track. Yep.
Definitely track. I was about to say, if you're not doing track, then somebody needs to kick you square and get you going. What are you doing on the track?
Actually, it's not even sprints. I'm a mid-distance, 800, 400, stuff like that.
Why did you choose the mid distance? If I have to ask, why did you choose?
Trust me, I didn't. Coaches made me. I hate it, but it's fine.
Mid distance, obviously working on your stamina, but still working on like the burst of speed kind of stuff out there. What is your pregame ritual, Parker? What are you listening to? What do you do? What do you have to do in order to get ready for a game?
I'm really, I don't know the word. Everything has to be perfect for me. Like, everything's got to be washed freshly. Everything has to be smelling good. The smallest thing could throw off my whole game. So anything like that.
Superstitious at all, are you?
Way.
Way superstitious. All right, what's the pregame meal? I got to always ask. What's the meal that you would go to? What's the go-to?
Whatever my mom cooks.
It's always good then, right, Parker? Yeah. Awesome. Parker, I mean, time absolutely flies when we're doing these interviews. I have to ask you a little bit more. If you were to shout out maybe a couple people or a position group or somebody here at school that's helped you get to this point in having a good time, no pressure, right? Yeah. Who would you say that's really been by your side and helped you out along the way?
Definitely my boy Eli. He's my cousin. We've been playing ball ever since we were kids. Like, as you've seen, my receiving yards, not just running, but my receiving yards have gone up a lot. That's because mine and his chemistry. We've been cousins ever since we were little. We've been throwing a ball back and forth every chance we get. Growing up playing together. Last year I didn't get him, but this year I got him. It's fun.
I was going to ask where that chemistry comes from, but you talked about it before, being little, throwing the ball all the way up until now. Is there stuff that you guys do even now to keep that chemistry going?
All summer long, about every day, we were out here throwing, running routes. I was trying to help him with his arm. He was trying to help me with my receiving skill, stuff like that.
Well, this is Eli's first time really taking over the quarterback position full-time and making that work. Would you give him a letter grade up until this point if you had to?
He's a solid B+ right now.
We'll see if we can get that up to an A as we take on the Bears. Anything else from you, Parker, before we get ready for this really big game, this conference matchup against the Bears?
No, I'm just way excited to go show them what's up and play them.
All right, let's go ahead and bring it back into the booth. Thanks so much, Parker.
Thank you.
Well, what a good interview. What a fun interview that was with Parker Moser. The kid was dripping with fashion. He's infectious to be around, and he's a leader out on the team. Also leading in terms of scores and rushing for the team. So that's something to something to take note of. Parker Moser is going to be a key player to this game today versus the Bear Lake Bears, as will Easton Shirtliff and a bunch of offensive linemen, including all-district offensive lineman last year, Shad Grohl. So the teams will go out onto midfield. You'll see Owen Nielsen not dressed tonight. He's just in his civilian clothes, but coin toss coming up in just a second. Pleasantries exchange right at the 50-yard line. The Pirates are 2-1 on the year in terms of coin tosses. Our white hat here discussing with either team. Obviously got to be a good leader. Try and make this clean game today. It's a fun conference rivalry game. We're going to go ahead and see what these teams call. Our white hat standing right at the 50-yard line. Another key player to the game, Easton Shirtliff, brother of Bryler Shirtliff. Rushed for over 100 yards last week against Marsh Valley. So waiting for the official markings of the white hat to see who's going to receive the ball first. It looks like they're having a little bit of a discussion out there at the 50-yard line. Not seeing a whole lot of official. There's the coin flip. Ball is down, or rather the coin is down. Not sure who won. We're still waiting. Well, while we wait to see who's won the coin flip, considering the players to watch for the Eagles, we'll dip into our starting lineups right now. Starting lineups today brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, the trusted name in the funeral service business in Franklin County and in Cache Valley since 1925. You'll keep an eye out for Eli Brown, Parker Moser, Easton Shirtliff, and Cruz Sage tonight. As Westside deferred after winning the coin toss, they will go to 3-1 in coin toss wins on the year. The Bear Lake Bears will receive and work their way, I believe, into the sun from the way that they're lined up. So they'll be going from east to west into the sun, and that will start off our game here. We're about 6.5 minutes away from our kickoff, continuing on our Webb Funeral Home starting lineup today. Keep an eye out for Tayson Neal, the quarterback for the Bears. 775 passing yards and 9 passing touchdowns up in the year up until this point. Averages a 113.2 QBR and will throw about 25 times per game. That's about the magic number right there. 25 passes a game. Neal will throw, and he'll throw to a plethora of different receivers, but most especially a wide receiver, Tyler Beresford. Wide receiver running back duo, 6 total touchdowns on the year, averages 60 receiving yards, 60 rushing yards a game. He's another one that you're going to have to keep an eye on this year. I was able to actually meet with the father of Joe Garbett earlier, talked a little bit about what Joe can do, a running back and linebacker combo, number 4 for the Bears tonight, leads the team in tackles, solo 24 of his own with 2 rushing touchdowns to his name as well. So that is your starting lineup, or rather your key players to the game, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, the trusted name in the funeral service business in Franklin County and the Cache Valley area since 1925. We'll come back to you after a quick break, and we'll have our national anthem after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back to the pregame show today. Cody Olsen and Melissa Olsen joining you here from Montpelier. The sun just about to set. Long shadows coming from the west side of the field early in this one. Days are getting shorter as we are getting into fall, and you know what? I can feel it in the air as well. A little bit chilly. Grab your jacket if you want to come out and watch some Friday Night Lights from this point onwards. We're going to go ahead and have our national anthem right after this, coming back to you with live play-by-play coverage of a conference matchup between the Bear Lake Bears and the West Side Pirates right after this on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Welcome back here to Montpelier, Idaho, as we get ready for our national anthem, happening in just a second momentarily, right after this quick break here in just a second. I'm Cody Olsen, joined here with the wonderful Melissa Olsen running camera work tonight here in Montpelier. Just a few moments away from kickoff between a very, very looked forward to game, not only by these teams exclusively, but by the entire 2A division in the state of Idaho. They're looking to see who is going to be the cream of the crop here in our 2A Southeast division in Idaho. And the winner of this one obviously going to get the inside track in terms of seeding for district championship football moving forward and on to state. Here comes the flag out here onto the field as the Bears give their cheers. Excitement abounding all around here in Montpelier. We're going to go ahead and step aside as we do the national anthem here in Montpelier.
Led by Dr. Michael Mitchell.
Our national anthem done momentarily and beautifully by the band here at Bear Lake. Westside Pirates gathering themselves up and huddling up on the east side of the end zone. They come out of the end zone, working their way out from the 10 to the 20, carrying the Pirate flag. Out come the Pirates. We're going to go ahead and step aside here for station identification. Come back to you here for live play-by-play action in Montpelier on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Welcome back as we get ready for live play-by-play action here in Montpelier. Just recapping the coin toss earlier. The Pirates won the coin toss, have elected to defer and receive in the second half. The Bears will receive the opening kickoff and will work from east to west into the setting sun, as that sun is just barely hovering over the mountains located on the west side of Bear Lake. Out to return the return men, Tyler Beresford. The lone man back at the goal line. In front of him, kitty corner to the right, Brady Shaw. To his left, Justin Ray. That is the Bear Lake Bear return team. Out comes the West Side Pirates. West Side Pirates out to kick and will strut out to the 40-yard line. Sun at their back. Easton Shirtliff. Little slip up of the tongue. Bryler's not here anymore. Easton Shirtliff will tee it up at the 40. And the conference game that you've been waiting for, just moments away here in Montpelier. About to start the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Kick is off and away, high and into the air. Beresford will take it into the end zone, no chance for a return, and the Bears will take it out at the 20-yard line. Touchback by Shirtliff, not letting any chances for a return by the electric wide receiver, Tyler Beresford. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Bears in the huddle, located at their own 10. Loud shouts from either side of the field. Pirates visiting team are located on the north side. We are here on the Bears side on the south. Lined up in empty or split backs, wide receivers to either side with a running back to his left. Neal will hand it off the middle. He'll be wrapped up, the running back, Jordan Garbett, after a minimal game of 1, after the delayed handoff, the draw from left to right up the middle. Second down and 9 coming up here. And this is going to be the tale of the tape. I mean, truly, this is the battle that you're looking forward. The Bears score a lot of points. You can look back at all their scores, even against North Fremont, one that's able to put up a ton of points. I mean, they've been averaging about 35, 44 in their last game, and it's going to go up against a defense that's only allowed 22 points the whole year. Back in the gun again, they delayed, and up the middle goes the Bears. They slip up, almost like the grass got cut up underneath them, slipping back to the line of scrimmage is Tayson Neal, the quarterback. Third down and 9 for the Bears on their opening drive. 11:05 left here in the first. 0-0 our reading so far on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Sun is officially set behind on the field, but still shadows the mountains. Back in splits. Wide receivers to either side, 2 apiece. He'll drop back to pass. Neal will launch it down the right sideline. It is caught at the 50-yard line and spun out of bounds. Number 34, Bryson Crane, the junior, 6'4", 175, uses his frame, goes one-on-one on the right sideline and catches it. A huge gain of 35 for the Bears as they move the sticks on a big play. And we talked a little bit about big plays earlier on in our keys to the game. Got to limit those if you're the West Side Pirates. And if you're the Bears, you got to love it. Back again in split, wide receivers 2 to either side. Motion across the face to the left. They're going to give the little flip off to the near side, around the corner, and wrapped up by Shirtliff. Shirtliff tackles Beresford, I believe, after a gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up for the Bears in Pirate territory early on in this one. 9:45 left in our first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title. Bears will remain in the splits wides. 2 wide receivers to either side on the left hash. Motion across to the right. The delayed handoff up the middle. Garbett will get swallowed up.
Handoff goes to Garbett, brought down
A huge tackle by defensive lineman Brendan Bailiff. Bailiff didn't let Garbett go anywhere on that one, and now we're looking at 3rd and 7, actually a loss of 1 for a tackle for a loss. Neal will come back into the huddle, give the third play call to his offense after getting the play call from Coach Muserly from the near sideline. Will remain in splits. 2 wide receivers to either side. The ball gets past Neal. The ball is up at the 50-yard line. Neal has to fall back on it, and the Pirates wrestle it away from him at the 45. Catastrophic turnover early on in this one, and it looked like Neal wasn't ready for the snap. It came early and just right past him. Ball goes rolling all the way back to the Bear Lake 45-yard line where the Pirates fall on top of it. So a turnover early on in the first quarter. A catastrophic one as the drive looked promising after a huge, big reception from number 34, Bryson Crane. Now here come the Pirates in Bear Lake territory. Brown will go under center. They're located on the right hash at the 45-yard line. 1st down and 10. Far side motion from Cruz Sage. He'll set up again. Wingbacks behind. Up the middle, Moser will get past 1 tackle, but not the second, and get wrestled down after a gain of 1 as he scored out to the right. Tried to go left and had to reverse. 2nd down and 9 coming up. We're at a little bit of a different angle. We're located in the stands up here in Bear Lake as the press box is full. 2nd down and 8 from the 44-yard line. Westside Pirates take over in Bear Lake territory after the fumbled snap. End around out to the left. Moser has a little bit of space, but he's tackled by the shoestrings down to the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Moser, 2 straight handoffs, and this is what you're going to see the Pirates do all day. They're not going to deviate from their identity and what's got them so far at a 35-game winning streak coming into this one. Handoff to Moser one way, end around to Moser the other way, and now a manageable 3rd down and 3 at the 38-yard line. Brown underneath center, motion to the near side. He'll give it off to Shirtliff. Shirtliff is met, and I don't think he's going to make up the distance. He's going to be short. Shirtliff's going to be about inches short. 4th down and half a foot.
4th down and short.
I mean, he is close. And they're going to move. They're going to move the chains. I thought for sure that Shirtliff was short. And they're going to move the chains. So 1st down after the run from Shirtliff. Got just enough, says our officials out on the field. Down to the 35-yard line. Working on the right hash again. Brown again under center. Sage motion across to the far side. They'll give it up to Moser. Moser gets swallowed up after a plethora of Bears are there to meet him. A gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Right at the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 8 after that 2-yard carry.
32-yard line to be more exact. No passes, you saw the Westside Pirates against Marsh Valley go a little bit tricky and throw that deep pass early on in their opening drive here. No surprise of what we're seeing, hard-nosed football from the Westside Pirates. Brown under center again, Sage motion across his back. They're going to pitch it out to Moser on the left. Moser breaks 1 tackle, and we got Laundry out on the field. He'll gain 2, and if I'm willing to bet, we're going to get a holding call on the left side of the offensive line of the Pirates. Yep. Holding on the Pirates are going to move them backwards behind the sticks. Double sticks coming up for Westside. They'll move them back all the way to the 44-yard line. 2nd down and almost 19. I'm used to being a little bit higher up in the press box, so now I got to do math a little bit from a harder angle. 2nd down and 19 for the Pirates at the 44-yard line of the Bears. On the left hash, Brown under center. He'll drop back to pass, roll out to his right, square his feet, launched around the field. He's got an open man. Henderson catches it at the 5, brought down just short of the goal line, down to the 2.
Shirtliff's pass
The one pass that the Pirates draw up, and Henderson streaked down the middle of the field, had to have a linebacker come up to guard him as he came out of the backfield. Caught it right at the 5, and the Pirates are going to go up-tempo, down to the 3-yard line. Under center, Brown again. They'll give it off to Moser to the right. He'll follow his lead blockers, make one-man miss, and go into the end zone. It is a touchdown on the first drive for the Westside Pirates. Parker Moser, the one to do it. Our outstanding student of the week, with 5:31 left in the first quarter. Parker Moser with a 3-yard touchdown rush. A little dive up the middle, and out comes the special teams unit. Pirates up 6-0 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Shirtliff will get his cleats underneath him, wait for the snap, ball is down, kick is up, through the uprights and good. 7-0 early on in this first quarter for the Westside Pirates against the Bear Lake Bears. Conference matchup midway through the first. We'll come back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back to Westside Pirate Football. First quarter action brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. After a fumbled snap that goes behind Neal, the quarterback of the Bears, in Westside territory, the Pirates fall on top of the ball on the fumble in Bear Lake territory. It came across the 50-yard line, and the Pirates take it all the way after a huge pass from Brown to Henderson. Shirtliff will boot it off into the end zone once again for a touchback. Beresford not able to hold on to that one. It didn't even matter because he was about 3 yards in the end zone anyway for the touchback. Bears will come out onto the field again looking to try and match what the Pirates did just moments ago. And if you took a look back and saw the momentum really from the Bears early on in their first opening drive, a big play out the right sideline gained them about 35. They were marching in Westside Pirate territory, but just a catastrophic miscommunication between center and quarterback leads to points for the Pirates. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Bears will go out under center this time, 2 running backs behind Neal. He'll hand it off. The ball's again on the ground. A fumbled snap and a handoff exchange lost, and the Pirates fall on top of it at the 15-yard line. Pirates get another fumble recovery, and just 2 hard to swallow plays for the Bears up until this point. Just their own doing right there. And the Bears are going to call a timeout, and they're going to have a talking to from head coach Ryan Meserly. We're going to go ahead and take that timeout as well after this. Come back to you with Westside Pirate offense in Bear Lake territory right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Coming back into the first quarter, 5:09 left here before the second quarter. Pitch out to the right for Parker Moser gets blown up by the Bears. A loss of 3 as Moser had to make the best out of a bad situation. Comes back into it. 7-0 with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard for the Pirates. 2nd down and 13 from the 17-yard line. Brown with a quick pass out to the right for Moser. He gets wrapped up and taken down in the backfield. Bryson Crane, the man who was able to catch that huge pass from Neal early on the opening drive for that tackle for a loss on the right side. A little wide receiver bubble screen almost, and it just got blown up and read very well by the Bears defense. 3rd down and 18. Have to get all the way to the 5. They're located at their own 22. Brown under center. Will go back to pass. Screen, and it's up in the air and intercepted by the Bears right at the 20-yard line. The Bears get the turnover back. Number 67, Keaton Carlson. The linebacker and senior, 6'1", 190, had his head up, able to get, it was tipped at the line and then caught right at about the 24-yard line, and the Bears find redemption and get a turnover of their own.
Ethan Thornton with the tip and Keaton Carlson on the interception.
And that has to bring a little bit of life back into the Bears, who found themselves down early in the score department and in the turnover deficiency department as well. Neal with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left, double backs. Here comes the running back for the Bears up the sideline. Beresford takes on Shirtliff right at the 30-yard line on the near sideline, gets pushed out of bounds, a gain of 5. Second down and 6 coming up. He might have stepped out just a little bit earlier than the contact after the play, or rather, he just stepped out of bounds but came back in. Took a pop from Shirtliff. That's an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. Hard football being played in Montpelier. 3:55 left in our first quarter. 7-0 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Neal with 2 wide receivers to either side on the left hash, one running back to his left. He'll square his shoulders, throw out to the right. He's got his man, that's Crane. Crane makes one man miss. Down the right sideline he will go. He gets caught and pushed out of bounds down to the 44-yard line. A pickup of almost 20. First down, Bears. First down and 10. Going to be taken at about the 43-yard line on the right hash. Just a pass out to the right side into the flat it went. Neal squared his shoulders and his feet, got it there. Good placement. Open space. Good movement by the wide receiver, Crane. And a first down for the Bears. Neal with trips to his right. He'll throw it out there quick. Little wide receiver screen back to Crane, and the ball. I was looking a little bit into the stands. No, he holds on to that, and he bullies his way forward. A gain of 3, perhaps, maybe 4 on the far sideline. I saw in the stands, looking directly across, someone had thrown a football in the west side stands, and it looked like that ball popped up. Just depth perception. Maybe they should find somebody else with better eyes to do play-by-play. 3:15 out here in the first quarter. Bears driving, trying to match the points by the West Side Pirates. Neal back in the shotgun. He'll roll to his left, has to square up. Gets away from pressure, rolls back to his right, looking down the field. He's got Crane down the sideline. That's caught. Crane. Bryson Crane on fire all the way down to the 22-yard line. Another massive pickup from Neal to Crane on the pass. And that's a connection that you're going to have to keep an eye on now, as the Bears are continuing to drive. If it had not been for those 2 turnovers, their offense has looked pretty good up until this point, driving on a West Side defense that has pitched 2 shutouts and has only given up 20 points on the year up until this point. Neal will go back in the gun. A wide receivers to his right, that's Trips. They're going to give the delayed handoff up the middle. Won't fool the Pirates. Minimal gain. Back to the line of scrimmage. A run by Jordan Garbett. A running back, linebacker combination right there. 2nd down and 10 from what looks to be the 25-yard line. Again, a little bit of an awkward angle as we are low down onto the field, not in the press box tonight. Bears will roll out in splits. 2 wide receivers to either sideline on the right hash. Neal will get the snap low, look to his left, throw it quickly out to the far side. It is caught, tackled after a little bit of a gain. Down to inside the 15 to the 13, a first down for the Bears. They're knocking on the door. West Side up 7-0 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here before the end of the first. Passing game working well for the Bears right now. Currently, Taysom Neal looking all the part and worthy of his average of quarterback rating of 113 on the year. Again, 2 wide receivers to either side. Neal will take the snap, look to his right, back to his left, shuffle out to the right. He's got a little bit of space. He's got a man open. That's Crane. Crane dives for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. Cheers arise from the crowd here on the south side of the field. The Bears march it all the way down the field and match the touchdown of the Pirates. And if I am any type of Nostradamus figure, I think we're going to be in for a really fun football game tonight. 105 and a 13-yard pass from Neal to Crane. Ties things up. Here comes the left-footed kicker. Snap is down. Kick is up through the uprights. No. Out to the left. I was quite a ways away. 6-7 will be the score. Westside will remain on top by 1 PAT point. And we'll come back to you after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised to what we have to offer.
Welcome back to the first quarter action. The Bears matching the touchdown score but failing on the point after attempt. Westside up 7-6 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard after a 13-yard reception from Neal to Crane. Bears out to kick it out and away. Number 8, Toby Flake. Above the head of Cruz Sage, it will roll into the end zone, and the Pirates will have to go the length of the field from their own 20 after the touchback. And because we are a little bit at an awkward angle and not at the 50-yard line, our camera work today is going to be a little bit different. We appreciate your patience for that. We're just trying to give you a good, clear picture of the action on the side of the field that we're farthest away from. Special shout out to our sponsors, including Milestone Timber Works and Franklin County Medical Center. 7-6, 105 left in the first quarter. Brown will go under center once again from his own 20-yard line. Far side motion, they'll hand it off the middle. Shirtliff gets driven back after a gain of 1 off the left tackle. Maybe gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up at the 22-yard line, working out for the Pirates. So the passing game working well for both teams up until this point. Neal, the connection from Neal to Crane right now, silky smooth, and one that the Pirates are going to have to key on if they're going to stifle the Bear Lake offense. They got to get going on offense of their own. Brown will go underneath and hand it off up the middle once again, and the Bears collapse right at the line of scrimmage on Easton Shirtliff. A gain of 2, 3rd down and 5. Short gains, not quite enough, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We'll swap sides after the end of 1. West Side up 7-6 over the Bear Lake Bears in what has been a really fun game. 3 turnovers already, 2 fumbles, 1 interception, and 2 touchdowns, one by either team up until our second quarter. We'll come back after these quick messages on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Welcome back here to our second quarter today between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears, conference foes. 3rd down and 5 at the 25-yard line, working out for the Pirates. Near side motion. Brown will hand it off. No, he'll go back to pass, rolling to his left. Shirtliff has that one tipped up in the air at the line. Incomplete. In and out of his arms right at the 30-yard line. He had the distance to pick up the sticks, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, getting their hands up in the air and causing disruption from the passing lanes is the defensive line of Bear Lake. 4th down and 5 after the incompletion from Brown intended for Shirtliff. And the Pirates are going to have to punt. Shirtliff will go back to his own 13-yard line. The long snapper getting ready to get it back to him. Low at the knees of Shirtliff. He gets it off easy, though. High punt. Takes a bounce at the 35. Will roll to Beresford. He'll take a move and a jab out to the left, and he's got some space. Down the sideline, he will go down to the 45. Picked up 20 on that return right there. And Bear Lake in good position to get things going once again. Bear Lake is going to return this year several key players. Among those, the trio, or rather the duo that we've called a few times, Bryson Crane, Tayson Neal, Tyler Beresford, who is yet to get a big play, but he's known to do that. Brady Shaw, Jordan Garbett, and Keaton Carlson. Some new players as well, including Dylan Pugmire and Walker Pelto, should add to fill the void left by a lot of seniors by this Bear Lake squad last year. 2 wide receivers to either side. Neal will have motion by Beresford in front of him to the far side. Fake the sweep, and he's got his man out to the right side. He'll run out to the 40-yard line of the Pirates, a pickup of 15. Quarterback keeper all the way to the right, and he gets it out for a 1st down. Bear Lake Bears offense rolling early on in this game. Although still down by 1 point, Westside leads 7-6 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. The misdirection and the fake sweep and the quarterback keeper out to the right. had some daylight ahead of him, and he takes it for 15. Neal, again, back in the gun. They're going to remain in this split wide receiver look. Beresford will come across him, and they get Westside to jump off of the hard count. Encroachment. It's going to be first down and 5 to the 35-yard line of the Pirates as the defensive line, someone out there jumped early across and into the neutral zone. Doesn't happen very often for the Pirate defense, and they have been incredibly disciplined up until this point on the year. First down and 5, a free 5 yards given to the Bears. Now they got a little bit of room. Beresford will come across the face of Neal to the far side motion. He'll drop back to pass, goes out to the right. Crane will circle back and dive out of bounds. Couldn't get his feet in nor the ball into his arms. Colby Bowles there defending. Ball goes flying out of bounds at the 15. They wanted to go on that one-on-one matchup between Crane and Bowles. And I believe Crane probably has about 4 or 5 inches on the cornerback, Colby Bowles. So if you're looking at it from a pure height standpoint, you're going to want to go ahead and try and take that advantage. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to that later on in the game. Second down and 5 from the 35-yard line, working inwards for the Bears. 2 wide receivers out to the far side, 2 running backs to the left, and they get the Pirates to jump again. First down for the Bears via penalty after 2 encroachment calls on the defensive line of the Pirates, just getting overzealous, trying to get in there. And normally, again, very disciplined. Snap taken, delayed handoff out to the left by Beresford. He'll get 2 yards and then get gang tackled backwards and driven. Second down and 8 from the 29-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Perhaps only 1 yard. Second down and 9. Beresford averaging 60 yards receiving, 60 yards rushing per game on the year, and that was one of those designated handoffs to him, trying to get him out into open space. 9:51 in the second quarter. Westside up 7-6 over the Bears, but the Bears are driving into Westside territory. Neal will go back to pass. He's scrambling out to his left, pushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. Out to the far sideline and pushed out of bounds after a gain of 4 on the scramble.
Nice gain on the
Third
play.
down and 4.
3 inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Third down and 4 coming up for the for the Bears. Out into the huddle, wide receiver kicker Toby Flake given the play call there. We'll see what the Pirates can draw up. 4 yards away from the red zone, threatening to score on the Pirates once again and take the lead. Neal with 2 wide receivers to his right, near side motion. They're going to give the sweep. Ball's up on the ground again. A little mishandled handoff. 4th down and 5 after the quick reaction by the running back in the backfield to hop on the ball after it was coughed up onto the turf. That's 3 times that the ball has been on for grabs for anybody after mishandling it in the backfield by the Bears. Bears in 4-down territory. They're going to go ahead and elect to go for it. Probably the right decision. Right at the 26-yard line. Back in the gun. Neal will look back to pass. Quick one out to the right side, out into the corner, overthrowing his man. Beresford, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. No good, incomplete. Tyler Beresford was looking for the right pylon in the corner of the end zone. Just overthrown just out of his reach. Pirates will take over, and they look to try and get their offense jump-started again after going 3 and out last time. 8:57. Pirates up 7-6 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Bowles will give the sweep out to Sage. He'll spin off of one man. That's defensive tackle and backpedal and fall down after a gain of 6. sweeping out to the right.
Second down and 3 coming up.
Second down and 3 for the Pirates. Cruz Sage adding a little bit of a burst of speed, keeps the defense honest by the Bears on either side of the field. Right hash, second down and 3. Brown fumbles the snap exchange and falls back onto it, a loss of 4.
Results in a loss.
A little bit of butterflies and no failures of execution, truly, by both teams have led to a pretty equal matchup in a very close scoring game. 8:05 left in the second quarter before halftime. 3rd and 9 now after Brown mishandled the snap, shot out behind him to the right, and he had to fall on top of it. Brown with the trio of wide receivers to his left. He'll drop back to pass, rolling to his left. A quick one out to the far side. Moser gets popped as soon as he catches it, and he's going to be short by 1 yard. And they're actually going to push him back a little ways because it took him a while to hold on to the ball. He got hit simultaneously as that ball came into his chest out on the left side in the flat. 4th down and 3. And it looks like the punt unit's going to come out for West Side. Yep, looks like the punt unit will stay out there for West Side. Shirtliff will go back to his own 21. 4th down and 4. Long snap low at the feet of Shirtliff. He gets it off quick. One hop bounce at the 35 into Beresford. He takes it and shoots out to his left. 1 cut, 2 cuts, spinning and rolling forward. A return of about 8 yards. Beresford dangerous with the ball in his hands and in space. That's why he fields those punts. 6:50 remaining before halftime, and it is absolutely beautiful landscape out here in Montpelier. I mean, looking to the west, the sun is setting, colors starting to fade, blues, yellow, fading to purple almost. Absolutely fantastic. 1st down and 10 for the Bears after the punt from West Side. 2 back-to-back possessions offensively. The Pirates do not score at the 35-yard line. In the gun, no, under center, Neal will take it, hand it off to the left. Beresford gets tripped up at the shoelaces. Gains 1, 2nd down and 9. Looks like the Bear Lake offense really trying to jumpstart their offensive weapon in Tyler Beresford. The wide receiver cornerback combo for him, and they're just trying to get him out in space. And if you feed it to him enough times, eventually he's going to break one of these. Out on the left hash, Neal with 2 running backs to his right and 2 wide receivers on the near sideline. He'll roll out to his left, pump it, goes back down into the pocket, and he's sacked. Had nowhere to go, and the arms and the trees obstructed his view as he tried to throw it out to his right. Coming across the middle was Crane. It was a sack, but only a loss of 1. 3rd down and 10. And it was stellar coverage, but more importantly, I felt like the immediate pressure from the linebacker core and the defensive line of the Pirates led to them getting in there quickly and causing a disruption in the face of Neal. 3rd down and 10. You imagine that the Bears are going to go bombs away, go one-on-one here. Neal with wide receivers to either side, too. He'll drop back to pass, look to his left, step up in the pocket. The ball comes out. It is caught right at the sticks. Beresford moving forward, and he gets past the sticks. No, this was Rhett Lloyd. Rhett Lloyd catches it for a gain of 12 and a 1st down for Bear Lake.
1st down.
Neal dropped back. It was like a 3-step dropped and then shuffled up in the pocket, got it out and away level, found his man Lloyd right across the middle for a pickup of 12 and a 1st down. Under 5 minutes now remaining in the first half, a tight game between the Pirates and Bear Lake. District seating on the line. Neal in the gun again. He'll look out to the left, a quick one. It's going to be a wide receiver screen. He'll get a convoy, a run out. Beresford spinning off a couple different tacklers, and he gains the first down.
Pass to Tyler Beresford.
Tyler Beresford got the quick wide receiver pass out onto the left of the offense. The linemen of the Bears let a couple Pirates through a designated screen, and then they had a convoy out in front of him, picked up about 11. Down to the 38-yard line of the Pirates. 4:30 left in the second quarter. Will the Pirates be able to stifle the offense of the Bears once again before halftime? Trips out to the near side. Neal will grab it, look to his right, pump fakes, up in the air, and it is caught at the 20-yard line. Bowles looked back right at the right moment, but it was just above his head. It was placed right in the breadbasket perfectly. Down, and another first down for the Bears to the 17-yard lines of the Pirates.
17-yard line where it's good for another Bear Lake.
That's Brady Shaw. They went for that was a play designated to play off of the play previous. They pump fake the quick wide receiver on the right side, and although it wasn't terribly open, it was just placed perfectly. The wide receiver is designated to block, fake, and go upwards down the field. They catch it, another first down. Beresford will motion to the near side. No, a fake. Neal will roll out to the left. He's got a bunch of room down to the sticks and goes for the goal line. He hits the pylon, but I think his knee was down just short. Neal fakes the sweep and then took it himself out to the left, dive for the pylon. And although he hit the pylon, he hit his knee hit the ground just before, down to the 1-yard line. The Bears knocking on the door with 4 minutes left before halftime. Pirate defense needing to make a stop. Under center, Neal will take it, hand it off the middle. Beresford will get rolled right at the goal line. Looked like he ran into a brick wall. He might have picked up a half the distance. I mean, we're talking inches right now. Second down and inches. Second down and goal, inches, really. You've got some big boys in the backfield for the Bears and some big guys up front. You would imagine that the Bears are going to go right into the teeth of this defense. Game of inches right now, maybe a quarterback sneak. Neal under center. Short motion again, down the right side. Beresford gets caught, pushed down right at the 1-yard line again. The Pirates not giving up any room. And it looked like a freight train coming down the line. He just gets caught right at the knees and gets cut out from underneath him, right down to the line of scrimmage. Third down and inches again. If you're the Pirates and you're able to hold the Bears once again, a tricky fourth down coming up. Crowd getting really into it now. And now they're going to stay out of the I formation. They'll go spread once again. Far side motion. Neal will look to his right, inside, easy touchdown. Caught in the middle, Brady Shaw. Touchdown Bears. Neal to Shaw with 2:31 left before halftime. Bears go up 12-7, and they're going to keep the offense out there for the 2-point conversion. Neal will go in the gun once again. Compact formation. He'll drop back to pass. Up in the far corner of the right end zone. Crane gets pushed out the back of the end zone. Cannot get his feet in bounds, but we've got a piece of laundry right where that play had happened. And we're going to get the official call. And the Pirates are going to get called for holding. That will move the ball closer to the goal line. And they had 3 Pirates in the area. Lincoln Henderson, Bowles, and Cruz Sage all over the intended receiver of Crane. Pushed him out of the back line so he couldn't get his feet in. He caught the ball, but they're going to get called for holding just before. Second attempt on the 2-point. Neal will roll out to his left into the flat, just outside of the reach of the intended man. Shaw, no good. Score will remain 12-7. We'll come back for the kickoff. See if the Pirates can get some points on the board before halftime. Right after this on 105.5 KCH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back to the second quarter action between the Bears and the Westside Pirates. Bears are up 12-7. Pirates have a chance to get some points before halftime. Kickoff by the Bears. High up in the air. It's going to be fielded by Moser right at the 5-yard line. He'll cut up to the right side. Far out to the far sideline. Moser has a lot of space. He's get wrapped up and tossed down and thrown over after a return down to the 33-yard line. And that is where the Westside Pirate offense will take over. They find themselves down for the first time in a really, really long time.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is the day before the birthday of the #1
and the Pirates really, really need to, if you know, you're hoping to get some points before halftime and keep the lead going in. Right now, the offense of the Bears looks impressive, and they've stayed true to their identity, the passing game working very well. Brown's going to be in the gun with Shirtliff to his left. Two near side receivers, quick one in the middle. It's intercepted by Neal at the 30-yard line. He's got a beat to the corner of the end zone, and he's going to go all the way. Interception and a pick six by the Bears. Taysom Neal jumps in front of Parker Moser in the flat on the left and takes it 35 yards to the house. And a small earthquake happening in Montpelier. Wow. Not what you were looking for if you were the Westside Pirates, and everything you wanted if you were a Bears fan. 18-7 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Here comes the 2-point conversion. A sweep end around to the near side. Shaw buries his head and goes forward, and it's good for the 2-point conversion. A big deficit for the Pirates now. Incredible stuff and a story happening here in Montpelier. We'll come back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back again. A pick six taken by Tayson Neal to the house. Puts the Bears up 20-7 over top of Westside with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left before halftime. Now you really need some points desperately if you're the Pirates. The kickoff from Flake. High up in the air, and it's going to go past the head of Moser into the end zone for a touchback. And an interesting time. If you're tuning in as a Pirates fan, this is the adversity that Coach Moser talked about. He expected this type of stuff to happen eventually. He didn't know at what point it would, but he wanted to see what this team was made of. And now down 2 scores to the Bears, you're going to have to see what type of team this Westside Pirate team is, now working backwards and over through a deficit. Down 2 scores, 20-7 on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Brown will go under center once again. Near side motion. He'll throw into Moser. That was tight coverage. That's completed in the middle for an 8-yard gain. And this Westside Pirate offense not meant to overcome deficits or play from behind. So now you have the Pirates behind in an awkward position. Brown underneath center again, 2nd down and 2. They'll give it off to Moser. Up the middle, and he gets met right before the sticks. 3rd down and 1 coming up after a gain of 1. 1:37. And you got to go up-tempo here. Worthy to note that the Westside Pirates will receive the second half kickoff. 29-yard line. Pirates hustle to the line. Up to the line. Motion from Crusade, and a timeout taken by Bear Lake. They wanted to see what the Pirates were going to throw out there. We'll come back really quickly right after this, and a quick mention of our sponsors on 105.5 KACH, 105.5, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing.
Sorry to cut that commercial short. Procon, a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics. 3rd down and 1, an essential one here. A sweep out to the right side, and Moser gets just enough to get the first down, sticks a stoppage of the time, and the Pirates have to hurry, collect themselves, and come up with a play. 1st down and 10 as Moser got the end around to the right side, got just enough for a 1st down out to the 31-yard line. Near side motion, Brown will go back to throw, out into the flat. Moser gets popped again immediately as he catches it after a 5-yard game. 53 seconds. And ticking, 2nd down and 4. At the 37-yard line. Pirates have to get out there quick. They are running out of time in this second quarter. Brown in the gun. Shirtliff off to his left. Drop backs to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws it out to the right side, caught by Colby Bowles. He gets wrapped up after a gain of 10. Stoppage of the clock as they move the chains. 27 ticks of the clock before halftime. Pirates are trying to get into position. Brown under center once again, and he'll get it and spike it. 23 seconds remain. And for those of you that, might not be familiar with football, I'll explain it for everybody. The quick spike of the ball immediately stops the clock. It will give them more time to huddle up in the offense and come up with a better play. So essentially, you are sacrificing 1 down in order to come up with a better play for the second one. It stops the clock. Brown will go out in the gun again. He's got 2 wide receivers out to the left side, near side motion from Cruz Sage. He'll get the snap, Quick one out to the left. It's going to be a double pass. Shirtliff out to the far side. This one's launched high and long. Caught by Moser down to the 10-yard line. The double pass all the way down to the 5. Parker Moser catches it on the right sideline after Brown throws it out to the near sideline for Shirtliff, and Shirtliff didn't even look like he was aiming. He picked a spot, threw it all the way down the field, and a timeout by the Pirates. What an incredible play, and one that gets you within scoring position. You would have loved to have seen Parker Moser stay on his feet, and now the Pirates have 14 seconds to get 10 yards, and a timeout taken by head coach Tyson Moser. Wow. Setting the scene for you now, we are 14 ticks of the clock away from the end of the first half. Scores by the Bears. One by a throw from Neal to Crane for an 11-yard reception for a touchdown. Neal to Shaw for a 1-yard touchdown pass. And then with 2:22 left, Neal pick 6 against Eli Brown. Takes it all the way to the house, 35 yards. And that has put the Bear Lake Bears on top of the Westside Pirates, 20-7. Pirates reach into their bag of tricks, go with the double pass, and Parker Moser catches it on a pass from Easton Shirtliff, a gain of about 50. And that thing was high up in the air. And now the Pirates have 14 seconds to try and get into the end zone and try and make things a little bit more manageable before halftime. Brown will be in the gun with Shirtliff out to his left. Moser and Bowles out to the near side. Brown can't find anybody, rolls back to his right. He's going to take it himself, slide and get whacked. Timeout with 4 seconds left. Brown couldn't find anybody open in the end zone. He picked up maybe one, and so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. And that was the final timeout taken by Coach Tyson Moser. We'll keep it here on 105.5 KACH. And here we go. Now we got to come up with one more play. That was a designated passing play, and Brown held on to it for about 10 seconds, decided to take it himself, tried to slide to protect himself, but got whacked anyway, rolling up to the right side of the pocket and going inbounds right up the right hash. And now we have one more play to get into the end zone here to try and make things a little bit more manageable. 4 seconds of the clock. The Bears have come alive in this first half. They've looked stellar passing the ball, and the Pirates have had one drive, a short drive, after a fumble recovery early on in the first quarter, and that's where their only points have come from. A double pass has brought them all the way down to the 9-yard line with 4 seconds left before halftime. They're down 20-7 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Brown will be under center. Near side motion. Brown will roll out to his left. Roll and throws to the back of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Knocked away in the back corner of the end zone. Incomplete. That's it for the first half. The West Side Pirate offense just short in coming up with points before halftime. They will receive the second half kickoff. And we've got a ball game here, and we're going to see what happens later on in this one. The Pirates going to have to fight from being down for the first time in a very long time here in Montpelier on September 23rd, 2022. We're going to come back to you with more action on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com, with our stats show and our halftime show brought to you by Level 10 Life. Level 10 Life coaching here to help you achieve your next level in life. Reach out to them at level10lifecoach.com to find out what you can do to achieve your vision in being your best you and finding your path in life. Back after this on 105.5 KACH.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show today, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Level 10 Life, Level 10 Life is the one-stop place for you to achieve your greatest vision in life. Talk with the healthcare, or rather the life coaching professionals at level10lifecoach.com to set up an appointment, whether you're feeling down or stuck in a rut or something. The trained professionals and the life coaches at Level 10 Life will help you achieve what you can do and achieve your best version of yourself through their life coaching sessions. Your halftime score today, 20-7 in favor of the Bear Lake Bears over top of the Westside Pirates. The Pirates early on in this one scoring off of a short field on a fumbled exchange from center to quarterback of the Bears. Westside goes about 45 yards to the house. They go up 7-0, and then after that, three straight scoring drives, or rather 3 straight scores by the Bear Lake Bears lead the Pirates 20-7. That first one off of an 11-yard reception from Neal to Crane. Then with 2:31 left in the second quarter, Neal throws it to Shaw for the 1-yard touchdown pass. And then on the offensive possession of the Pirates, a pick 6 by Neal, taking it 35 yards to the house. Halftime score 20-7. Not out of the woods, not anything insurmountable to come back on if you are the Westside Pirates, but this is the first time that the Pirates are going to have to fight back being down by 2 scores for a hot minute. And you can see the Pirates on the right northeast corner of the end zone having their halftime talk. You can imagine that Coach Moser is talking a little bit about fundamentals and finding out who you really are, trying to overcome a big game tonight. It's homecoming. And the stands are completely filled, and people are lined up basically around the entire bowl of the south side of the field. A ton of people out here to cheer on the Bear Lake Bears for homecoming against the Westside Pirates. And right now, I'm sure they're loving what they're seeing so far. 7 minutes left before we start the third quarter. We'll go ahead and take our first break. Come back to you with our stats recap and our adjustments needed in order for the Pirates to come back and for the Bear Lake Bears to remain on top right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show brought to you by Level 10 Life. It's now time for our halftime and post-game stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. The Smith Agency will recap the scoring plays and the big plays of the game so far. 2 fumbles by the Bear Lake Bears have led to short fieldage for the Westside Pirates. Pirates only able to capitalize points one time after those 2 turnovers. But the Pirates themselves, 2 interceptions, and the Bears have been able to capitalize on those twice. So 2 turnovers by either side, by either team, have led to scores by either team. Pirates score first in the first quarter with 5:31 left in the first, a 3-yard touchdown rush by Parker Moser. And then, ever since then, it's been all Bears offensively. Passing right now has been incredible. Taysom Neal for the Bears looking well above almost his 113.2 average in QBR. Has passed up and down the length of the field. Big plays have been given up by the Westside Pirate defense. That was one of our keys to the game to not do early on in our pregame show, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. And then 2:31 left. Neal throws another 1-yard touchdown pass to Shaw. And then the ensuing offensive possession of the Westside Pirates, Neal pick 6 for 35 yards, scooping and shooting out in front of Parker Moser in the flat out on the left, takes it the entire way, beat to the end zone, and that is good. So those have been our stats and what we've seen. Right now, the Pirates have been held scoreless on their last 3 offensive possessions. They've only had a few chances at it, and the only time that they've really gotten close and stifled in the end zone at halftime was off of a double pass from Easton Shirtliff. Why do I keep doing that? Easton Shirtliff to Parker Moser from near side 35-yard line all the way down to the opposing opposite 10, a pickup of 55 yards. But then the Pirates can't punch it in right at the very end. They ran out of time. Good defensive hold by the Bears, and now you are wondering, okay, what are we going to see from the Pirates coming out? This offense is not built to come back from deficits. So you're playing a game that maybe you're not used to. Not only is the offense not built to come back from deficits, but the Westside Pirates haven't really been needed to come back from deficits in a hot minute, especially this year up until this point. And so Tyson Moser is going to have to coach this team, try and figure out what they can do, and you might have to rely on the arm of Eli Brown a little bit more than maybe what the designated play calls and the offense is used to at this point. If we go back to our keys of the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance here, what you see is, number one, the team that establishes their identity first is going to be the one that is going to be consistent, and they're going to be up at halftime. I said that in our pregame show. Right now, the Bears are the one that have played to their identity up until this point. They've passed well, and they've ran the ball pretty decently. They've played how they've played up until this point in the year, whereas the Pirates have been, held back on offense. They've had to pass the ball, do some trick plays to get back into this one. So number one, won by the Bears up until this point. Keys to the game number 2, take away the pass. If you're the Pirates, right now they have not done that. Taysom Neal throwing for well over, I believe, 120 yards up until this point, and he's looking to be on par for about 280, 260 if he continues on from this point. Limit the Bear Lake big plays. That hasn't happened as well. So the keys to the game obviously have played a role into how this game, maybe you can diagnose where we've gone wrong. I think a lot of them come down to this. Now, when it comes to adjustments for this second half, right now, if you are the West Side Pirates, what you need to do is step number one, it is essential to go the length of the field and score on this opening kickoff into the second half. The Pirates will receive, and I don't think that you need to play any differently. You don't need to go out of character. You don't need to do anything crazy. I don't think you need any trick plays. I think that you need to play conservative. You're not going to eat up an entire half by playing your game on this opening kickoff, touching the ball first in the second half. If they can go the length of the field and score and make it to within 6, then you're in a more manageable position. And I think you do that by getting some misdirection out there. The Bear Lake defensive line has been stellar. I would try and get some people out in open space. I think Cruz Sage is going to play a big role in this second half if the Pirates are going to be able to come back into this one. Opening drive in the second half needed points for the Pirates out in open space. If you're the Bears, I don't think you need to change anything about who you are or your identity. It's been working so far up until this point. And the passing game has been able to find the soft spots of the Pirate defense. Run game has kept the Pirates honest. It's prohibited them from dropping more people back than what they want to. So if you were able to balance that equally, keep them honest, keeping them in the run game, handed it off to Beresford, you're going to keep the Pirate defense honest. And then, keep those big plays rolling. Find those gaps in the intermediate level to get in front of the chains. That is your keys, or rather your adjustments for either team. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Come back to you after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM. Special thank you to our sponsors of the half, including Level 10 Life Coaching and Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. After this on 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to the start of our second half, our third quarter today, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Bear Lake up 20-7 over the West Side Pirates after stellar passing game from Taysom Neal and defensive game from Neal as well. He's been an MVP truly for the Bears so far tonight. Now the Pirates are going to need to come back down 2 possessions, 2 scores. And none is more important than this opening possession in the second half. Kick high up in the air. Moser's going to take it right at the 4-yard line. He'll shoot out to his right, get behind one man, make another cut up the middle. He's got a little bit of room down and taking at the 38-yard line. Great return from Parker Moser.
Nice return out to the 37-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
First down and 10 for the Pirates coming up here, and out trots this West Side Pirate team who are going to have to dig deep and grind and overcome some adversity here, make some adjustments. We'll see what they made at halftime. I'll be interested to see, personally, what the Pirates are going to do. If they're going to go into this pass immediately or if they're going to try and stay true to character a little bit since it's early on. A handoff up the middle to Shirtliff, and he has to be dragged down by 3 different Bears, a gain of 1. So a little run up the middle, short gain. Opening play suggests that the Pirates are not going to panic early on, which is something that I don't think that they need to do quite yet. You're not down a ton. 2nd down and 9 from the 37-yard line. Brown under center, near side motion from Cruz Sage. Sage has to cut up off of the block on the left and dive forward, a gain of 4, 3rd down and 5 coming up. I think Sage is going to be an essential piece to this team. I think, especially coming back, they haven't seen a whole lot of him, so maybe trying to get him out in space a little bit more, and those end arounds are going to be great. Wildcat and a little end around, a reverse. Colby Bowles. No, Cruz Sage caught right at the sticks, close to the sticks. It's going to be 4th down and 1. I thought Cruz Sage had gotten the 1st down right there. Moser took it from the Wildcat out to the right side and then handed it back off on the reverse to Cruz Sage. And this is where you need Easton Shirtliff. Shirtliff has got to get up the middle. A lot of weight to move on that defensive line for the Pirates. 4th down and 1, a big one right here. Motion, that's Henderson. They're going to give it off to Moser, and Moser rolls off and gets behind his offensive lineman and picks up the 1st down. Very key. 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. 1st down pickup by Parker Moser. Moser on the night. 70 yards receiving, about 50 yards rushing right now. And he's been a big one for the offense of the Pirates. Rolling out to throw. Brown has nowhere to go. He has to roll out of the pocket high up in the air. It's intercepted by Neal. Neal high points the ball, and Brown was falling down and being tackled, threw it up in the air, and it's intercepted in the flat, and that is huge if you're the Bears. 2 interceptions for Taysom Neal, who has put the team on his back on this up until this point. Wow. Interception, and that's 3 on the night for West Side to the 2 of the Bears. And now the turnover battle being won by Bear Lake. 9:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Neal with 2 wide receivers to either side on the right hash. Give it off to Beresford, who drops the handoff. Drops the handoff, a loss of 5 or 6. And the Bears have had trouble with handoffs in the backfield today. There's been a few times that ball has been down on the turf, up for grabs, and that was another moment, if not for the quick reaction of Beresford to get back onto the ball. 2nd down and 15 from the Bear Lake 43-yard line. Bear Lake taking their time out to the line of scrimmage, settles down, trips to the left, to the far side. Single on the right side. Neal gets wrapped up from behind and brought down on the sack. Sack by number 66 of the West Side Pirates, Dylan Ralphs. 3rd down and 18 for the Bears, and this is where it gets interesting, because 3rd down and 18 from your eye test is not insurmountable if you're the Bears. They've been able to throw it down the field and connect, whereas 3rd and 18 would almost be a death sentence for the style of offense for the Pirates, because they just run the ball, not used to throwing it down the field as much as the offense of the Bears. Split wide receivers to either side. Neal in the gun. He'll drop back to pass, looks to his left, a quick one out to the flat, and it's dropped. Dropped in the middle. Incomplete, intended for Jordan Garbett. 4th down and 18, and that incompletion stops the clock as well if you're looking for an extra silver lining if you're the Pirates. And this is the first stop by the West Side Pirate defense outside of the turnovers in the first half. 3 and out for the Bears. Cruz Sage back to receive the punt at his own 30-yard line. Bears lining up. Snap is taken off of the foot. This is a short punt. It will take a dive right at the 30 and roll to the 25. Picked up there by the Bears. Cruz Sage wanted it, but he smartly decided to get away from it as it was rolling a little bit out of his control. Wasn't able to read it as well. Played it safe. And that's where the West Side Pirates will pick up from. Second opportunity and second chance to get some points. Pirates huddle up at their own 18. Brown trying to lead the charge. 2 interceptions on the day for Brown, both by Taysom Neal. Both times he's been under duress as he's thrown those balls. Near side motion. Brown will drop back to pass again. Into the flat. Intercept. No. Dropped. I thought he was running away from it. Right in and out of the hands in the flat. Intended for running back Parker Moser, but Jordan Garbett had a bead on it, and it looked like it just dropped in and out of his hands. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Pirates needing a reset button, some type of momentum-building play right now. Under center, Brown with trips to his right. They'll hand it off to Cruz Sage, going out to the sweep on the right. Bears come up and wrap him up behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. 3rd down and 11 for the Pirates.
Tackle for loss on the play. Keaton Carlson among the Bears.
Keaton Carlson there to wrap up Cruz Sage. 7:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Pirates roll out in the split back positions. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Brown under center. Cruz Sage out to the right. They're going to hand it off to Shirtliff. Shirtliff will bully his way for a gain of 2, but that's about it to the right side.
4th down and we'll call it 8 coming up for the Pirates.
4th down and 8. They like to go with the dive, trying to catch the Bears off guard. And here comes the punt unit for the Pirates. Shirtliff back on his own 15. Gets it right at the chest, waits, boots it away. Taken by Beresford at the 35-yard line. He'll go up the far sideline in front of the West Side Pirate bench. And a flag comes out as he runs out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Out to the 50-yard line. Flag down on the play.
We'll wait to see what this penalty is. Came out as soon as Beresford ran out of bounds. Personal foul on West Side. Or it's a personal foul. I think it was a late hit out of bounds on the Pirates. That'll march off 15 from the 50-yard line all the way down to the Pirate 35. 34-yard line, that is. 1st down and 10 in Pirate territory.
1st and 10 now for your Bears.
Bears with a chance to land a huge haymaker if they're able to score. In the gun, Neal with 2 running backs to his right. They'll roll it off in the draw up the middle. Beresford gets wrapped up in the backfield and thrown into his own quarterback. Ralphs with a highlight play, able to throw the running back into the quarterback. It almost was 8-10 yards in the backfield. 2nd down and 14 from the 37-yard line on the left hash, working inwards on the Pirates. 20-7, your score on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Bears out in front of the Westside Pirates. And now, with clock continuing to roll, the Bears take their sweet time. No need to rush anything. Pirates can't help but watch and try and play some defense at this point. 5:22. Neal, near side motion in front of him from the far wide receiver. He'll drop back to pass, looks to his right, into the middle, no good, incomplete at the 20-yard line. Triple covered, intended for wide receiver Shaw and Crane both in the area, but 3 DBs for the Pirates there. 3rd down and 14. Early first down plays and tackles for a loss. The Pirates have been able to push the Bears back and have made them had to throw in early mid to late downs. Neal in the gun, 2 wide receivers to either side, running back to his right. He's going to look to his left to throw. Out in the flat, it's the screen. Beresford gets it underneath. Rolls out to the far side, gets wrapped up at the 30. He's got quick feet, and that makes it a little bit more manageable. 4th down and 5.
4th down and 5 for Bears.
For the Bears, and now you're in 4-down territory. You're at the 30-yard line of the Pirates. 4:45 left in our Preston Auto Parts Car Quest 3rd quarter, and you can feel the energy in the stadium in the field right now. That if the Bears are able to score, it's going to be a pretty big haymaker. Neal in the gun, trips to the right. He'll roll out to throw. He's pushed out of the pocket, rolling, looking, lobbing it down the field. And it's incomplete, broken away by Colby Bowles. And we've got pass interference on the offense. Yeah, pass interference is going to be called on Crane as he was hand fighting with Colby Bowles. I think that was a lot of hand fighting right at the 25-yard line. And this time it's going to be called on the offense. Penalty declined, and the Pirates will take over at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. 4:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Needed points. Needed points as the offense has not been able to score since their first opening drive in the 1st quarter. 20-7 for the Bears. Brown will hand it off to Shirtliff. This time he's got more space and falls forward with a gain of 3.5, right up the middle. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Pirates. And if you can try and get this running game going, and if you can pick up more than about 4 yards a carry, I think you got to stay with it. Your defense has played very well in the second half up until this point. Brown again up the middle for Moser. Moser rolls off of a body and is thrown to the sticks. It's going to be close. Right on the right side.
1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Come on, D!
3rd down and inches for the Pirates. Thought for sure that it was a 1st down, and it is. Finally, the white hat comes in and says yes. White hat rolls the clock. 1st down and 10 to the 37-yard line. Pirates pick up the 1st down off of the run by Moser. Back up the middle again. Moser is stood up and tackled after a gain of 1 right up the middle in the dive. 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and a long 8.
And this is the point where you've run up the middle 3 times in a row. You probably want to give this something on the outside for Cruz Sage. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if I'm right. pull a little Tony Romo on this. Nope, back up the middle for Parker Moser. Moser makes one man miss, and he finally gets to the second level. It's taken him a few times to do it. Gets the first down yardage up and caught by the free safety after a gain of 10. First down and 10 from about the 50-yard line on the right hash. Clock will continue to roll, although the running game starting to come alive for the Pirates, down 20-7 to the Bears here in Montpelier. Brown gives it on the end around for Cruz Sage. Sage caught and sandwiched after a gain of 7 out to the left side.
Sage, the ball carrier.
Second down and 3 coming up. And the bread and butter for the Pirates working right now. But it is a double-edged sword. It is eating up a lot of clock. 2 minutes remain left in the third quarter. Brown under center again, and a whistle. Timeout taken by Coach Meserly and the Bears. We'll take it as well. Our first one of the second half right after this on 105.5 KACH. 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Second down and 3 from the 44-yard line of Bear Lake. Pirates have driven from their own 25 into Bears territory. Ball up for grabs, and Brown has to fall back down onto it. The second mishandled snap by Brown, and that pushes the Pirates back to third and 6.
Third down and 7 now for the Pirates.
Third down and 7, more like. Huge mishap handled at the point of the snap. The Pirates looked very promising on this drive, and now they have to make up 7 yards in 2 plays now that you're probably in 4-down territory. Brown under center again. Cruz Sage will fake the end around to the right. He'll roll out to pass. Brown throws it deep down the field. Nobody home. Out of the 20-yard line. Nobody was there. Incomplete. 4th down and 7.
Brown throws it away. 4th down and 7 now for the Pirates.
And now 4th down and 7, a pretty big, it's a large amount of yards, really. If you were to go with 2 runs in a row back on 3rd down, you tried to catch the Bears off guard, and I thought that was the right call. And now with that incompletion, however, have to make up 7 yards. Offense will remain out for the Pirates. 4th down and 7 from the 48-yard line. Brown will drop back to pass. Everybody drops back in coverage. He's got a man wide open down the field. It's caught. And touchdown by the Pirates down the sideline. The Bears blow the coverage. And number 30, Garrett Robinson, left all alone behind the secondary of the Bears, and the prayer answered by Westside. And the passing game. Huge play there. 20-13 pending the PAT. Brown rolled back, and it just looked like 7 people dropped back by the Bears to cover because they'd seen that look so many times. Garrett Robinson gets behind everybody down the left sideline and catches it for the 48-yard touchdown. Jump and movement on the line, and that's going to be on the Bears. And that's going to move the ball a little bit closer. And all the Westside players say, oh, we're close, let's go for 2. Coach Moser, smart enough to do some math here, say, all right, let's remain with the PAT. This PAT is going to put them within 6. instead of 7. That's going to give them an advantage. More automatic PAT attempt here. Shirtlift will line up for the PAT attempt. Ball is down, kick is up. Through the uprights and good. And now the Pirates back in business, down 6 now. Now it's time to play some defense. 1:13 left. A 48-yard throw from Brown to Robinson gets things a little bit closer. And that was the prayer that was answered for the Pirates. We'll come back to you after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Shirtlift kicks off, and it just goes out of bounds barely. Flags come out. And that's going to give the Bears a little bit extra yardage. 10 yards extra if it would have been a touch than it would have been if it would have been a touchback. Score is 14 Pirates, Bear Lake 20 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. And now the pressure kind of goes back onto the defense to stop the Bears. Neal in the gun with 2 running backs to his right. He grabs it and will look to pass. Ball tipped up in the air. Nobody's in the area to kind of scoop it up. Good hands by the defensive line. I think that was Jackson Beckstead or Dylan Ralphs. 66 or 67, 68, somewhere in there. 66, I think that was Dylan Ralphs. Got his hands up there, tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage, and that was just waiting for somebody to scoop it up and run away. But the vacancy in the zone brought people out. Nobody was in the area to pick it off. 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. The Bears wanting to throw still. They're trying to break through that ceiling, trying to get past these couple stalled drives in the second. Dropping back to pass again. Neal down the far sideline. Overthrows his man. Incomplete on the left. 3rd down and 10.
Neal's pass intended for Shaw. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
What an incredible game of football we've had here so far tonight. Turnovers abounding, long passing touchdowns, trick plays, an upset brewing perhaps, maybe. A 35-game winning streak on the line. What more can you ask for out here in Montpelier? 3rd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. As now you kind of get it's a little bit chilly. A little chilly out here. Bears go back into the gun. 2 wide receivers to either side in the middle hash. Neal will drop back to pass. He gets pressure, and he's going to get wrapped up and sacked. A huge sack, an unneeded one. Ralphs in the area.
4th down coming up for the Bears.
And Henderson combine for the sack. 4th down and 20. Huge defensive play for the Pirates, and you could look back on that one if the Pirates score here coming up as one that you can definitely mark up as a huge turning point. Henderson and Ralphs combined for a sack on Neal. Punt formation, Bears get it. High up in the air. This one a little bit shorter, out to the right. Taken by Crusage, and he's going to field it. Throwing out to the right side. He breaks one tackle and gets whacked right past the 50-yard line. Goes into into Bear Lake territory to the 47-yard line.
7-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
And as somebody who fielded punts myself when I played, it is difficult to know that there are 11 guys sprinting down the field at you to just lay you out, and you have to double look to try and catch that one and run. And Crusage has been doing a fantastic job, not only tonight but this whole year in the special teams department. Pirates with 10 seconds left before the end of the third quarter trail 14-20 to the Bears. Brown will hand it off to Moser, and Moser gets wrapped up and tackled as he popped out to the right, a little jump cut and a gain of 3, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Impressive stuff happening here in Montpelier. We'll get ready for the third quarter, or the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky out of Clifton, Idaho, right after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Cody Olsen coming to you live from Montpelier, Idaho, as we get ready for the final quarter between the Bear Lake Bears and the West Side Pirates. Pirates currently trail the Bears 20-14, after multiple turnovers, multiple big plays, everything that you could possibly look for in a conference rivalry game between two fantastic football programs. 2nd down and 7 coming up at the Bear Lake 45-yard line. The Pirates working from left to right on your radio dial, near side hash. Brown will be under center. Hands it off to Moser, out the cut to the right. Moser breaks one tackle, and he's up to the second level, spinning off of another free safety. That's Beresford. And Moser picks up 13. First down. Pirates finally gaining some traction on the bread and butter run game, and they're leaning hard on Shirtliff, Sage, and Moser. First down and 10 from the 31. 11:35 remaining in the game. Cheers from the Bear Lake crowd, trying to get their defense to make a stop. Brown again under center, and a flag up on the far side. Shirtliff gets whacked after he gets past the sticks.
There's a flag down in the backfield.
We'll see what the flag is. It came out early in the play development. And we're going to march it back. False start on the Pirates.
Illegal procedure against the offense.
And that is one that really hurts, because Easton Shirtliff had broken free finally and got to the first down marker and beyond inside the 20, and now they move him back to the 36-yard line. First down and 15 instead. Pirates hustle to the line. 10:58. Brown will go under center once again. He'll drop back and give it off to Moser. Moser can't go anywhere this time, though, as he tries to work around the left side. Flags come out late. High up in the air, right where the tackle happened, and we might get a personal foul on the Bears. Personal foul on the Bear Lake Bears.
Personal foul against the defense.
And that is going to make up the difference
For the Pirates.
and get past the first down yardage originally down to the 21-yard line. So back-to-back plays with penalties from either side. And the Pirates knocking on the door, trying to get things going. Brown under center, hands it off into the middle for Shirtliff. He makes one cut out to the left, two cuts out to the left. Hopscotching over and through first down yardage inside the 10.
Shirtliff, the ball carrier.
Shirtliff showing off that he's more than just a power runner. He can have some finesse as well. Pirates, first and goal. First and goal at the 10-yard line on the left hash. Big cheers from the Bear Lake crowd. Near side motion from Moser. They'll hand it off to Shirtliff again. Cut stops and goes into the pile. Driven back, a gain of 1. Carlson there for the Bears. Shirtliff not able to get to that second level. Just ran into a little bit of a convoy. Plethora of players everywhere. And under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This score detrimental to the Pirates. Looks as though they don't have a care in the world. No sweat. No sweat right now from the Pirates. Brown under center once again. Two running backs off to the right. They'll give it off to Moser running to the left. He's got the corner. Up he goes into the end zone. Diving. Touchdown Pirates.
Touchdown Pirates.
Parker Moser. And the north side of the field erupts into cheers. 9:29 left in the fourth quarter before the end of the game. Parker Moser, 9-yard touchdown run on the left side sweep. And that equalizes everything at 20. Pirates can go up by 1 with this PAT. Lining up. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's blocked. It's blocked by the Bears. And we've got a tie ball game. Oh, mama. Wow. Well, whoever asked for a good football game, you are definitely getting it. We'll come back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. 9:29 left in our Papa Jay's final quarter of football action. Bear Lake and Westside tied up 20-20 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. A little squib kick in the middle will take a couple bounces and get scooped up at the 5-yard line by Neal. He'll come out to his left, down the 20-yard line. The ball is out, and it's tipped out of bounds. He fumbled the ball, and luckily that ball rolls out of bounds safely. It will retain possession by the Bears. Oh, my goodness. Your breath was held. It happened right out here in front of all the Bears fans on the south side. And you could clearly see that ball came out, and it was tipped and pushed out of bounds by a West Side defender. But instead, Bear Lake will come out on offense on the left hash at the 21-yard line. 9:21. Wow, a chance to win off of a drive. Can the West Side Pirate defense hold? Neal with split wide receivers to either side. Motion from the running back out to the right. It's going to be a quick pass out to the far side for Crane, and he drops it. Crane drops it. In and out of the hands, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Crane, a assured and steady catcher of the football. Not a lot of times you see him drop it. It just went in and out of the hands, almost like a slick bar of soap, almost. Right in and out, incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Bears will remain on the left hash. Extra instructions given by Neal. Near side motion by Beresford. Quarterback keep out to the right, and he's got up to the 2nd level following an offensive lineman. He gets wrapped up and tackled by Cruz Sage, a gain of 9. 9 minutes remaining. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Third down and 1. A quarterback keeper by Tayson Neal. And in the huddle, back out, clock will continue to roll. If you play your cards perfectly, the Bears can go the length of the field, score. In the gun, Neal again. Grabs it, he's gonna pitch it out to the right. Beresford got 1st down yardage and more, tackled out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Needed 1, picked up 8.
Down to just about the 40-yard line. That's good for another Bear Lake.
39-yard line exactly for the Bears. And we've seen a couple different play calls. They've been versatile in their play calling. That time it was a read option and a pitch out to the right. Neal flipped it out there. 1st down and 10. 2 running backs offset to the left of Neal. 2 wide receivers to the near side as well. Neal will drop back and pitch it out to Beresford on the right. He hesitates, goes back inside, and he's tackled. No gain. There on the tackle.
Nelson on the tackle.
Dallas Nelson. 2nd down and 10. From the 40-yard line. 7:35 left here. Before the end of regulation, we could see some overtime play. Absolutely. Bears not in any rush. They just kind of walk to the line. Wide receivers, 2 to each side of the field. Neal will get the snap and look out to his left. The ball out in the flat, taken, tackled. Right there immediately for Shaw.
About a 9-yard gain. 3rd down
Henderson
for the Bears.
There to tackle. 3rd down and 1. A little pitch and catch out to the left side, a short pass. Neal will stroll out to the offensive huddle once again. Bear Lake is completely content with taking their time, not worried about the clock right now. I mean, you don't really need to. 6:35. Bears driving. Neal with 2 running backs to the right, 2 wide receivers out to the far side as well. Grabs it, pitches it out to the right. It's a fumbled ball, and the Bears are able to hop down on top of it. It was going to be a reverse action, a little misdirection in the backfield, and it's fumbled and fallen back on by the Bears quickly. Another fumbled exchange in the backfield, 4th down and 7. And this one's huge for the Bears as well. And it looks like the Bears are going to punt. They're going to punt with under 6 minutes left here in the ball game. Look out for something tricky. Flake at the 30-yard line, gets it off of his foot, high up in the air, good punt. Sage gets away from it, and it will take a Bear Lake bounce down to the 20-yard line. 5:30, and that is where the West Side offense will take over. A punting battle. Pirates have been able to score on their last 2 possessions offensively, and it's worked off of the run. The run, it took about a half to get going, but afterwards, the Pirates have been able to wear down a little bit of the defense of the Bears, have been able to score. We are tied 20-20 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Pirates will get it. First down and 10 at their own 21. Brown looks around to the left and right, gets it under center, and will hand it off to the right side for Moser. Moser again getting to the second level. First down run by Parker Moser out to the left. Clock will roll. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Brown again under center. They'll give it up the middle, this time to Shirtliff. Shirtliff is tackled by 7 Bears. Momentum is stopped. Not before he gets 3.
3-yard carry. Big pack of Bears on the stop. Second down and 7.
Westside looks as though they are okay with taking their time, running the clock out as well. They're going to run it. The defense of the Bears are going to have to make the stop to prevent the Pirates from scoring late in this one. Back into formation, off-back wing set under center, and a handoff to Parker Moser on the right. This time Moser gets into a rugby scrum, and he's pushed backwards, a gain of 1 out to the left.
Third down and 5 coming up.
Third down and 5 from the 36-yard line. No, rather the 38. Got to get 5 yards. 4:05 left in the ball game. Huge cheer coming up for the Bears fan section. Brown under center again. They're going to give it to Moser on the right. Moser cuts up the field out on the left, makes a man miss, and gets past the first down yardage out into Bear Lake territory. And a flag comes in very late. Not sure what happened, as there was a bunch of bodies out there after the play. A flag comes out late. A little discussion out at the field, right at the 50-yard line. I mean, we are right on the 50-yard line where they are discussing, and right where Parker Moser went down. Clock is stopped at 3:49. White hat comes out. Personal foul. Personal foul. And somebody's ejected. Looks like somebody's ejected from the ball game. I'm trying to read to be honest, I have never seen these type of motions from an official before. But they've marched off 10 yards from the 50-yard line. They've marched off 15 yards from the 50-yard line. And it's going to be a personal foul. And it looks like Bear Lake number 74, Ethan Thornton, the senior lineman, has been ejected from the ball game. I had no idea what had happened. As you know, there was a scrum and a tackle and a dog pile, and our white hat comes out and motions that Thornton had done something egregious enough for him to be out of the ball game, I guess. So Thornton will take a seat. He's not going to play anymore. And the Pirates have 15 penalty yards marched off in their favor to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 from the Bear Lake 35. Brown will get up the middle again to Shirtliff. Couple spin moves, and he'll pick up 5 right up the middle on the dive. 3:40. Clock continues to roll. The drive of the Pirates, one that could put a nail in the coffin if they're able to score. But on one hand, you also have to be careful not to leave enough time for the Bears to score as well. Under center, Brown will hand it off to the right, to the left for Moser. Moser just buries his head and drives his legs, a pickup of 3.5. 3rd down and 2 for the Pirates. On the left hash, on the 27-yard line, 27-yard line of Bear Lake. West side, Bear Lake notched up even 20-20 in our Papa J's 4th quarter. 2:45 left. Shurtleff gets it, and he's spun up and tackled before he can get to the first down. 4th down and 1 coming up.
No gain on the play. 4th down for the Pirates. Let's go, Bears!
4th down and 1. A game of inches, 1 yard needed for a first down. Have to get inside the Bear Lake 25. The grit and determination, it's 1 here on the gridiron. Who wants it more? Who wants it more? Brown under center. He'll take the snap, give it off to Moser on the right, who ducks his head and rolls forward. He's going to be really short. It's going to come down to a measurement. It's going to come down to a measurement. Right where our line judge on the far side had a good look at it. He's going to put the ball down right there, and you would imagine that the ball, it looks to be good, but maybe we're going to get a measurement here. 2 minutes exactly in the ball game, and they're going to hold the ball for measurement. Could not be closer. Our far side line judge will go ahead and pinch the chains right at the 35. He'll walk it out here to where the ball is located on the left hash. They'll pull the chains taut. Oh my goodness, it is inches. Mere centimeters, millimeters, dare you. They have to measure it twice. It is literally right there. It looks to be short. It looks to be millimeters short.
Oh, come on! Short!
Wow, I've never seen it so close. I have never seen it so close. First down, Bear Lake, turnover. And you could not have had that closer. Incredible. They pulled the chains taut, and they measured, and it was, I kid you not, a piece of paper maybe could not have fit in between where the ball was and where the first down yardage is. The Bear Lake Bears defense makes a stop, and they have a chance to score with exactly 2 minutes left in the ball game. In our Papa J's 4th quarter, world-class jerky in small-town USA. Pressure shifts back to the other side of the ball for either team. Bears need points. West side needs a stop. Overtime on the horizon. Neal in the shotgun, far side motion from the running back. He's going to go ahead and take it himself. Rolls out. He's going to get wrapped up. He escapes the pressure. He breaks the tackle. Now he's rolling out to the right side. Tackled by the arm and down. That's a sack, or rather a tackle for a loss. A designated run by Neal. 144.
2nd down and 14.
And if you are the West Side Pirates, you are screaming, do not let anything behind you. Don't let anything behind you. The Bear Lake Bears are fully capable of throwing the ball down the field and scoring. You know they have the speed. They have the talent. Neal has the arm strength. 120, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. 2nd down and 14 from the 21-yard line of the Bears. 79 yards needed for points. Neal drops back to throw. He'll look to his left, pump fakes, goes down the field, out and up, and incomplete. Incomplete. Right at the 50-yard line. And Bear Lake fans are upset. You could argue that the defender, number 80 of the Bears, of the Westside Pirates, Brock Moser, could have been called for pass interference on the face guard. Or rather, number 60, excuse me. That's what everybody, I think, is upset about. Dallas Nielsen had to drop back in coverage. The Bears draw up a out and up. Essentially, a player runs to the sideline thinking that he's just going to go for a short pass and then sprints up the field. And he gets called. It gets called incomplete. 3rd down and 14 from the 21. Neal with 2 wide receivers to either side. Ball is up for grabs, and the ball is scooped up. The ball is scooped up at the 10-yard line, and falling down, the Bears thankfully are able to get back on top of it. The ball had gotten out of the hands of Tayson Neal. It was a bar of soap on the grass, and it was finally scooped up about 8 yards in the backfield by number 4 of the Bears, Jordan Garbett. And that stops the clock at 51 seconds. It's 4th down and 25. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. The offense of the Bears had an opportunity, went for the out and up play, and it was defended by the Pirates, incomplete, and then a little fumbled exchange on the snap. 20-20 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. We thank you all for joining us on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH. It is close. A fun night of football between two very good football programs. The Bears trying to look for their first win against the Westside Pirates since 2016. The Pirates trying to keep a 35-game winning streak alive. District seeding on the line. Rivalry bragging rights on the line. Wow. Ball is situated at the 10-yard line, right in the middle and between the hashes, and the punt unit is out for Bear Lake. And another timeout and a whistle by Bear Lake. We're going to go ahead and take it this time. We'll come back to you after this quick break on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papaj's.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papaj's.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back to our Papa J's fourth quarter action, 20-20, the score between the Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. Punt unit out for the Bears in their own goal line. Flake gets it up high up in the air, and it will take a bounce, a good bounce that is, down to the 35-yard line of the Pirates.
Nice punt by Toby.
Great punt, and now 41 seconds. And the Pirates have 41 seconds to come up with something, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if we... You don't want to put the ball in harm's way. That's the most important thing, right? Like, So if you're the Bears, the best part, the most important part for the Westside Pirates is to keep the ball away, out of harm's way from the Bears. So they've been doing that so far great in the second half. Do you want to try and go for the win here? I don't know. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and we're going to get the offense of the Pirates to come back out onto the field, situated at their own 35. Brown with 3 running backs behind him and a timeout taken. This is where all the timeouts come into play. We'll go ahead and take a quick breather. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review.
Westside Pirates come back out on the field. Special thanks to Webb Funeral Home for being a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics. Brown will be under center at his own 35-yard line, 1st down and 10 with 41 ticks of the clock left. A quick handoff up the middle. Shirtliff is breaking free out to the left side. Tackled by Beresford.
Shirtliff, the ball carrier, out to midfield. 1st and 10.
1st down and 10. Clock temporarily stops. Clock will continue to roll under center. Rolling out to the right is Brown. Brown throws it to Cruz Sage, has to come back for the ball. It's caught
Pass complete to Sage
for a 5-yard gain on the near side. 2nd down and 6 coming up. 9 seconds left, and the Pirates are going to let the clock roll all the way down, and we are going to overtime. Overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to overtime on homecoming.
Overtime on homecoming here in Montpelier. Can you believe it? I sure can't. We'll come back to you for what is going to be an incredible finish between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears here in Montpelier right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM. Did they put 1 second left on the timeout? I think Coach Moser may have waited until the final second to, yep, we're going to keep it here, actually. A timeout taken with 1 second left. Coach Moser is going to dial up something here. And if you're the Bears, you want to go into a prevent defense. Don't let anything behind you. You have 1 second. You have to score a touchdown. There's no way you have enough leg for a field goal. This would be an NFL record, to be honest. Where are we located? 45, so it's a 44-54. 64-yard field goal it would be. That'd be pretty impressive, absolutely. But no, I don't think there might be less than 2 high school kickers in the entire United States who might be able to attempt a 64-yard field goal. Brown will be in the shotgun with shirt lift to his left. He'll drop back to throw, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. He got pressured upside the middle. Nobody could get open, and Brown elects to play it safe. And now we are officially going to overtime. I had to tease you a little bit first off, and now we got to go do official overtime. We'll come back right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Papa Jay's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa Jay's invites you to come in or find them online at papajays.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa Jay's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa Jay's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajays.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome to overtime action here in Montpelier between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. Team captains will head out onto the field to see who's going to get the first chance, if they want to go first or if they want to match. As per Idaho state rules, each team will get a chance from the 10-yard line to score, and then we'll proceed until we can't no more. So 20-20 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Excuse me. As we get our overtime rules told to each of the teams out there and the team captains. Our white hat discussing with either side right now. And if we were to recap what we've seen, it's been an incredible comeback by the Westside Pirates, who have not allowed any points scored in the second half by the Bear Lake Bears. Coin flip up in the air. And it looked like Bear Lake has won the coin flip. Bear Lake is deferring. They want to go second. They want to see if they can match. So it looks like Westside will get the first chance to score. And if they can't, then Bear Lake can come in. And if they score, the game is over. However, if the Pirates score and the Bear Lake Bears cannot match, then the game is over in favor of the Pirates. An incredible second half and a defensive performance by the Pirates. And they're trying to decide what side of the field they want to play on. And it looks like everybody's trying to learn different things. Owen Nielsen giving some handshakes to everybody at the 50-yard line. An absolutely incredible performance by both teams. And we're going to be working on the west end of the field. West side will have the ball first. They're going to have a chance to score. Bear Lake Bears trying to hype everybody up. We welcome you to overtime coverage. 20-20 is your reading on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. So far in this game, we've seen some incredible plays. 2 touchdown runs by Parker Moser and a 48-yard touchdown pass from Eli Brown to Garrett Robinson. A pick 6 by Tayson Neal and 2 throwing touchdowns by Neal as well. We'll try and get you the best shot of what we see out on the field. They're on the opposite side of the field of where we're located. Here come the Pirates out in formation. Brown will be under center. He'll get the snap and hand it off to the right for Parker Moser, and Moser cuts back inside and gets down to about the 2. Second down.
5-yard gain, second
down and 3, excuse me. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. So a set of downs to get it inside the 10 and score a touchdown. West side again in formation. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Brown will hand it off to Moser again. Shuffle inside and taken down after a gain of 2.
Moser, the ball carrier again.
3rd down and 1. 3rd down and goal from quite close. I'm trying to figure out the exact yardage marker, and it seems like we're 1.5 yards out. 3rd down and 1 for the Pirates, who are trying to score first. Brown will go under center again. Moser behind him, shirtlift there as well. They'll give it to Moser. Moser gets caught, and he is short. No gain on the play.
Lost a yard.
4th and goal for the Pirates. The offense is going to strut over to the sideline, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Moser. We're going to go ahead and take it as well right after this. We'll come back to you with the conclusion on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun, play at work.
Back here into the action, 4th down and 1 for the Pirates. Brown is going to be under center. Hard count doesn't fool the Bears. Brown again under center. He'll give it off and hand it off to Moser. He's got a beat to the end zone on the right side. He scoops and scores. He goes inside around the right. Touchdown, Pirates. Pirates score on that 4th and 1. Ball comes back into the middle. And the Pirates throw the first punch in overtime. Bear Lake's going to have to match. PAT unit, it looks like, is coming out there for the Pirates. Shirtlift. Last PAT, worthy to note, was blocked. That's why we went into overtime here. A late substitution by the Pirates, who has to get in position. Ball is down, kick is up, and through. PAT is good. And now the Bears will have a chance to answer as the Westside Pirates go up 27-20 on the overtime scramble. Sweep out to the right by Parker Moser. Parker Moser, 2-yard touchdown run in overtime, and now the Bears will elect to come up with something in their offensive huddle. We welcome you all here on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com. Overtime coverage between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. District seeding on the line. Conference rivalry on the line. 35-game winning streak on the line. Everything on the line here tonight, and you've seen it all. Turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, long bombs, touchdowns, everything. Here come the Bears out here. Neal will be in the shotgun. He'll get the snap and roll out to his right. Throw it out into the flat, and he'll be caught. A good pickup down to the 1-yard line.
Pass complete to Beresford from Neal.
Neal finds his man out onto a shallow pass out to the right, 2nd down and 3. Coming up for the Bears. That was a quick pass, and the Bears not afraid to put the ball in the air. Got to keep the Pirates drop back in coverage, keep them honest. Incredible football action here tonight. Bears stroll out into 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Near side motion, Neal will take it himself, and he'll dance into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Neal.
Neal took it himself, faked the sweep, went inside, and the Bears are going to go for 2, maybe? The Bears might want to go for the win, and Bear Lake's going to discuss it in a timeout. Will they go for 2 and for the win? We'll find out here after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Welcome back to overtime coverage. The Bear Lake Bears are going to go out there, and they're going to go for the win for 2. Bears are going to go for 2. Neal's going to be in the shotgun. Garbutt to his left. Motion to the far near side. He'll drop back to pass inside. It's caught! Bears catch it in the end zone. Bears win off of the 2-point conversion. They go for it, and it pays off. Incredible, incredible, incredible football night. Neal goes out and throws it on the slant inside. The Bears stop, or rather they go for the 2-point conversion, and they beat the Westside Pirates here in Montpelier. The Bears win on homecoming night, and it couldn't have been a bigger win for them. Incredible stuff. We'll come back to you for our post-game coverage here and our stats portion, brought to you by Ralph's Construction and Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Rouse Construction postgame show, coming up next.
We welcome you back here to the postgame show brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Your final score tonight, the Bear Lake Bears defeat the Westside Pirates and stop the 35-game winning streak 28-27 in overtime. Tayson Neal was an absolute powerhouse. He was involved in every scoring possession for the Bears tonight, whether throwing it, intercepting it for a touchdown. Well applauded and well done. The Bears get it done tonight. The Pirates fall to 0-1 in conference play and have their first loss in 35 games and their first loss to Bear Lake since 2016. We welcome you for joining us on the Ralph's Construction post-game show. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors that allow us to come out here and broadcast the game. It almost seems like if you were to find any type of silver lining as a Pirates fan, now you don't have that 35-game winning streak, on your shoulders a little bit. You finally get a clean slate. You get to learn what you did wrong. You can celebrate what you did in the second half. You had a chance to win. You performed on offense, and you played a really good Bears team that is well deserving of the win tonight. Their offense was very potent. I think that this is going to be a great learning experience. I think this is going to be very, very important for these kids especially, and I think it's going to be a great, great learning experience for Coach Moser to tell these kids what happened tonight and what Westside Pirate football is going to be moving forward. I fully expect, just like the Pirates did at halftime, to make those adjustments, come back for the rest of the season, and look really good moving forward, always knowing what they had here tonight. Just a fantastic game of football. You had everything you could possibly imagine, overcoming deficits, fumbles, interceptions for a touchdown, long touchdown throws, just grit and grind football performed by both the Bears and the Pirates, and it came down to overtime and a gutsy two-point conversion call, and they put it right in the arms and in the trust of their quarterback, who was fire for them all night long. We're going to come back to you for our stats portion and wrap things up in what you're going to see next week. I am Cody Olsen, the voice of the Westside Pirates, saying thank you very much, and we'll come back right after this break on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Welcome back to our Ralph's Construction post-game show. Your final score, Bear Lake 28, Westside 27. An incredible game that will be remembered for a long time by both programs. Absolutely stellar. We're going to go ahead and cap off our scoring drives. After a fumble at midfield, the Pirates take it all the way down on the short fieldage. Parker Moser punches it in from 3 yards out, makes it 7-0 for the Pirates. Then 3 consecutive scores, 2 passing touchdowns from Neal, 1 to Crane, 1 to Shaw, and a pick 6 by Tayson Neal. Make it 20-6 going into halftime. And then in the second half, all things Pirates coming up. Brown throws a 48-yard dart behind the defense and a touchdown pass to Garrett Robinson. And then late, midway through this fourth quarter, Parker Moser goes in for a 9-yard touchdown run. The PAT is blocked, and we are all notched up 20-20 going in late into the fourth quarter. A couple defensive stops by either team, bringing us into halftime where Westside strikes first. PAT is good. They go up 27-20. Neal puts it upon himself for the Bear Lake Bears, punches it in on the touchdown rush, and then the 2-point conversion on the slant just to the left from Neal to his intended target. Finds the right hole, finds the right spot. It is caught in the back of the end zone, and that is the end of the ball game. Bear Lake Bears go for 2 on the gutsy 2-point conversion call. You ride the hot hand, and that is what it will do. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, sponsors these post-game recap and stats. Brittany and Braden Smith, fantastic people, wonderful, wonderful agents that are here to help you protect the things which matter most. Our player of the game is going to go to Parker Moser tonight for the Westside Pirates. Very, very good. Punched in, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. 3 different scores for the Pirates tonight, including one in overtime. Well over 140 yards rushing for Moser tonight. Just incredible stuff. Easton Shirtlift backed him up as well. Brown ends the night with a 48-yard touchdown pass, 90 yards passing, and 2 interceptions. And that will do it. Our player of the game going to Parker Moser, and a tip of the cap to Tayson Neal, who is very deserving of his recognition tonight and bringing home the win on homecoming for the Bear Lake Bears. I am Cody Olsen, thanking you so much for joining us on 105.5 KACH. Next week, we will have volleyball coverage, a lot of volleyball coverage into the weekend, if I imagine, and a game for the Pirates on Friday. Should be a really good one. And you can listen for me throughout the week and see me later on. When the Pirates play, I will be there broadcasting online and over the airwaves on mylocalradio.com, KACHradio.com, and 105.5 KACH. On behalf of all of our colleagues at mylocalradio.com and our Preston office, including Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians, Val Cook, our executive producer, and our audio-visual technician back in the studio, John Beverly, I'm Cody Olsen saying thank you. Have a great night, everybody.